Hi again, everyone, and welcome to Bay Sunday. I'm your host, Frank Malico. We begin with our pitch, as we always do. If you've got a show idea out there, we'd love to hear from you. Go to KPIX.com, click on Connect, scroll down to Bay Sunday, and we'll get in touch. We kick it off with Muslima, Muslim Women's Arts and Voices, a global online exhibition of thought-provoking art, stories, and voices from Muslim women, all celebrating their unique passions and accomplishments all around the world. Here to chat with us is their curator, Samina Ali. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Well, tell us about Muslima.
Well, Muslima is an online exhibition, the latest exhibition from the International Museum of Women. And it is a global exhibition, and as you said, it's virtual. And so it's reaching everyone equally. A woman in the villages of India has the same access to this exhibition as we do sitting here in San Francisco.
And that's such a big thing.
It is.
Because people in some of these smaller countries in India, not small, but some of these Arabic countries where there's a lot of Muslim women, they don't really have a voice.
Exactly.
And through the internet and being able to connect as one is pretty powerful, I would imagine, right?
It is. I mean, that's the wonderful thing about online, what the social media has done, even if we look at like the Arab Springs and how Twitter was, a catalyst for much of what happened there. So I think being virtual is a really exciting and empowering.
And we talked about it off camera just a moment ago, but what is the perception worldwide, maybe not so much in the United States, of a Muslim woman?
I have been working on these issues for over a decade. And since 9/11, if I go around and ask anyone, whether it's graduate students at a prestigious university to the general public, what is the first image that comes to your mind when you think of a Muslim woman? The answers I get are people assume she's Arab, people assume she's illiterate, people assume that she's being controlled by, whether it's her husband or her son or whoever it might be, but they don't feel like she has any agency. And in the past 10 years, since 9/11, none of that has changed.
Are we getting there, though? And that's the whole idea behind what you're doing, really,
Exactly.
is to give these women a voice. We were talking about Afghanistan and how, women can't go to school, or maybe they are now, where they wear burqas, they can't show their face, they can't drive in Saudi Arabia. Will it change?
Well, I hope so. I mean, that's the beauty of this exhibition, is we are tackling both the stereotypes that exist in Western communities about Muslim women, the stereotypes I just spoke of, but we're also including women who are talking about the limitations placed on them in Muslim majority countries. So we're doing, we are trying to tackle both areas.
And you do this through a number of things, but one is art. I think we've got some pictures from your website. Take us through some of these photos of that some Muslim women have put together.
This is a wonderful photograph by a photographer who is actually an Italian convert who is named Maimuna, and she goes back in her history and her family, and she photographs her family members. And she herself is white, but she has a very mixed family, and she includes all of them in her portraits.
Very nice. And what's been the reaction?
The reaction has been unanimously positive. We have gotten so much press with this exhibition. We're over the moon about it.
And here's some more. Take us through.
This is by a fabulous Iranian painter. And
that's a great one.
Yeah.
Shades of Marilyn Monroe, maybe?
Yes, it's Marilyn Monroe. And she does these wonderful, she has several of them where there's a covered Muslim woman even like on a pole. So she has hit with her humor, and I think that's the important thing, is that she uses humor to hit on a lot of these topics, which I think crosses boundaries.
Well, the smile tells it all there, and here's
Yes.
a great shot right here.
And this is from another Iranian photographer. This series is called Nil Nil, and she's talking about how in Iran they've been affected by the ongoing war that's happened there with Saddam Hussein and thereafter, and what happens. So she has the stilettos next to the boots. So she's really talking in her entire series about what it means to live with a man who's not there.
How many pieces of art are on the website? How do women contribute? And do you have any idea how many people are taking part and being online and checking it out, that kind of thing?
So far, we have 200 women who have contributed, but this is been women that I have reached out to. So we were talking about, for instance, Afghanistan, and I just interviewed Fawzia Kufi, who's going to be running for president of Afghanistan in 2014. Wow. So we've got everyone from, you know, interviews that I've done with leading reformers around the world to artists, writers, poets. And the museum is going to be live until the end of December, and we're going to continue to add pieces. So it's an ongoing, it's going to become richer and deeper and wider. It's going to be, yeah.
Well, it's great. And hopefully it will kind of change some perceptions and let people really know that there is some wonderful Muslim women. The culture and the potential that these women have out there is infinite.
Absolutely.
Very nice. So nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming in. If you'd like more information about Muslima, log on to muslima.imow.org. That's muslima.imow.org. Back with more Bay Sunday right after the break. Stay right there.